and gentlemen, I can tell you this much. Whenever I am introduced, I applaud myself. And if I may say, the energy now is about 85%. I would like us to hit 100% and above. Shall we?
Yes.
There would be 3 possible outcomes for tonight. The program ends about 10:35. The first possible outcome would be, that was a boring evening, which is not possible because the boring meeting is next door. The second possible outcome is, it was a so-so meeting. The third possible outcome, that was a great evening. So let me ask you, what is your choice today? Do we have a so-so meeting or do we have a great evening?
A great evening.
Very good. But 3 elements must be in order. The TME must perform. With the Boy Scouts honor, I promise I will. The role players and speakers must perform. Role players, speakers, will you perform?
Yes.
Wonderful. We need the audience to be supportive. Would the audience be applauding and cheering on?
Yes.
The 3 elements are in order to be a good TME. Number 1, have a lot of courage. Number 2, be very thick-skinned. Number 3, make sure people are at the highest energy level and keep the energy on. By 10:35, that was a great evening. Shall we do that?
Yes.
How many guests are here this evening? Non-Toastmasters.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7,
Very
8,
good.
9,
Toastmasters,
10, 11, 12.
we are
Record.
a very warm family. Shall we welcome the non-Toastmasters evening? I love the energy. For the benefit of non-Toastmasters, just a bit of background about Toastmasters International. People of all backgrounds and experiences come to a meeting. They are the without experienced speakers, they are the with experienced speakers, they are the accomplished speakers. So for the non-experienced speakers, they really need a lot of support from you. So will you, the guests as well, be Toastmasters, give them a lot of support?
Yes.
Yes.
By making sure you give them a resounding applause. Shall we demonstrate that?
Yes.
I'm very pleased to report the energy level is now 104%. For the benefit of non-Toastmasters, Toastmasters International has a mission statement. It is about to provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member has the opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in turn fosters self-confidence and personal growth. The movement was founded 87 years ago, 1924, in Santa Ana, California, in the basement of YMCA. Today we are more fortunate. We don't meet in the basement, in the car park and all the fields. So we meet in comfortable environment like this. Toastmasters now is operating or having clubs in 113 countries with a total of 12,800 clubs to date and about 260,000 members and has impacted about 4 million people. The guests, would you join us today? Then we could make it 4,000,008. Yeah. What do we do at Toastmasters at clubs apart from making a lot of noise? We get to have, through a simple membership which costs about averagely less than $30 a month, averagely $10 a month. At TTI we pay $180 for 6 months because we are very warm to guests. That's why you get free food. Some clubs would like that you pay the food. So you pay less than $10 a month. And you get a magazine which is not available at the news vendor. This costs easily $25. I know, because I subscribe to the Psychology Today, it costs $25. So just to get this magazine, offset your membership. But we would rather you come for meetings as well, so that you will gain. You have two tracks here, communication track, which is why we are here to make speeches. If you observe, just now some role players have introduced themselves, and the EXCO, Executive Committee, they play the leadership role. Of course, they can go up to district level and international level. Next year, we have a Malaysian going to be the international president. So the choice is yours, how far you want to go, but the journey starts here. Is that a good deal?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could do 10 speeches, what we call the competent communication track, and when you finish that, don't stop the journey. One of our member, Yap Fat Lam, joined last year. He has ordered 15 at-once menus. Because he wants his journey to continue. By the way, he's already a successful public accountant. He networks with public listed companies, but he chooses to advance his speeches. Would you do the same?
Yes.
What about those who just competent communicator?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't hear a yes.
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 That's very good. Are we ready for the meeting today?
Yes.
There was just now a lot of hoorah, hoorah. Let's look at the program, what we have in order today. In a typical Toastmasters program, there are 3 sections. The first section is about to start shortly, the table topics. Could you see 8:25 timing? That's when we start with the table topics, also known as impromptu speaking, which means without notice, you're given a question or a statement and you speak. The second segment of a typical Toastmasters meeting would be the prepared speeches. Today we have 5 at competent communicator level as well as advanced level. Those are the prepared speeches. You could take 1 day, 1 week. We don't recommend 1 year. Some do that, right? But it's your own journey. But we recommend that you do as many speeches as possible. And third, at about 9:45, that's when the general evaluator come on and give instant feedback as to how the speakers perform, as to how the role players perform, as to how all of us have conducted the meeting. Would there be any question from the guests? We are not a cult, by the way. Are you clear what we do for this evening? If not, feel free, ask the members around you or ask me and we will brief you some more, right? Our task is by the 10:35, you leave the door becoming a member. Are we ready for the table topic session?
Yes.
So would you give a thunderous round of applause at the energy meter of 110% to our table topics master for this evening, Toastmaster Laura.